Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I am finally here and back to actually do a pregnancy update. Guys, I'm going to be recapping my first and second trimester. If you're new here, hi and welcome. I'm sorry I've been MIA. I'm going to tell you guys all about my symptoms and everything that's been going on with me and just let you guys know more about my pregnancy. I am super excited. We finally announced it's a girl. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my bump. This is my bump at 29 weeks. I'm about like 29 weeks and I would say about a couple of days. I'll be 30 weeks on Monday and today is Thursday, and this is the front of the bump. So yeah, my belly has officially popped out. I officially have a little bump, which is so exciting. And y'all, my outfit is from Fabletics. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some of my favorite Fabletics pieces from the March collection. If you guys don't know, I'm a Fabletics ambassador, so I work with them on a monthly basis and I live in Fabletics, okay? They also have maternity leggings and I have been wearing those non-stop. I don't only wear them with workout stuff, I also wear them with different things, okay? I mix everything up and I live in those Fabletics maternity leggings. And don't forget to check out the link in my description box if you want to try out Fabletics and if you want to just shop the collection. Guys, it's free to sign up for a VIP membership. All you have to do is sign up and you only pay if you want to buy something. If you don't want to buy something every month, you don't have to buy anything, but there's so many different perks of being a VIP member. The intro offers is 2 for $24 leggings, and you can get any legging, get pants, capris, shorts, or maternity leggings with that deal. So make sure you check the description box. You also get first pick on all of the new sets every single month, and you get to shop all of the deals. I definitely recommend Fabletics. The quality is bomb. They have from size extra small to 4XL, and that's one thing that I think is super bomb as well, that they're so inclusive and super diverse. So the link will be in my description box. So let's go ahead and get into this pregnancy update, which I'm super excited. If you don't know, we are having a girl, so we did go ahead and release the gender. It is going to be a baby girl, and I am over the moon excited for a girl. I really wanted a girl at first, and then I started thinking, well, maybe it'll be a boy. So I kind of got excited about being a boy mom. But when we found out it was a girl, I was literally so surprised. I was so shocked. Everyone in my family thought it was a boy. My husband thought it was a boy. So it's just super exciting to find out, you know, that it was a girl. So like I said, I am 29 weeks. In about a couple of days, I'll be 30 weeks on Monday. So here are some of my symptoms that I had in my first trimester and my second trimester. My first trimester, I didn't have any morning sickness, which is a question that I got a lot. I thank God didn't have any morning sickness. I didn't really have much like nausea. I did feel was extremely tired. I had extreme fatigue, like I had to take a nap, and I am kind of a napper, but that was like an extreme nap. Like if I didn't take a nap, I literally just felt like drained, and I could sleep for an entire day if I let myself. So that was one of the signs. I was just like, this is a bit off. And then also I had a lot of cramping the first trimester. That's kind of what made me actually take a test, because I'm like, okay, my cramps are bad, but they're not bad like this. They were the type of cramps where I couldn't even go to sleep. So I was just like, okay, what's going on? So when I told my mom, she instantly was like, you're pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm not. It's just like, you're pregnant. So that was definitely one of my first trimester symptoms, was fatigue and cramping. I would say when I got around like 11, 12 weeks, I had extreme soreness. My boobs were extremely sore. So that was definitely another symptom. And now they have just like tripled in size. I started out a B cup and now I'm like barely fitting in a D cup. So, you know, they're growing. So that was my symptoms for the first trimester. For the second trimester, my symptoms kind of faded away in a way. In trimester, I just noticed my boobs doubled in size, and then I also noticed that I was getting my energy back and I was feeling better. My skin was literally clearing up, and I just noticed that I was starting to like be really self-conscious about my bump. Like, oh my gosh, can people tell I'm pregnant? Because I hadn't announced yet, and I was so small, guys. My bump didn't really pop until 6 months. At 5 months, I still had abs. And I'm gonna insert a picture so you guys can see. So in the second trimester, I actually started to have like a little pudge in my stomach. I honestly, it felt like, I felt like I was big, but everybody was like no, and no one could literally tell that I was pregnant. So that was my symptoms for the second trimester, and I started to like get the shortness of breath. So third trimester, y'all, I have no breath, okay? Talking for me is like an exercise. It takes all of my energy. And the other day I was at the nail shop and the guy was doing my nails and I just kept like sighing, and he was like, are you okay? And so sometimes I feel bad because I hope people don't think I have an attitude or I'm just like annoyed or tired, but it's literally, I cannot like keep breath. Like I just keep losing my breath. I'm out of breath. So that started in the second trimester, and then the third trimester it just like increased. So that was my second trimester, just pretty much the growth of my like boobs that just grew. I started to kind of get like a tiny, like literally a tiny baby bump. And my skin, I felt like my skin cleared up in the second trimester. I was getting my energy back. So now for third trimester, my symptoms, don't come for me, are I feel very just uncomfortable. And I'm only 29 weeks, so I know I have at least like 8 to 10 more weeks to go, but I'm just extremely uncomfortable. I feel huge sometimes. When I get out of the bed, it's no longer like, oh, you know, just get out of the bed. It's like, let me use my elbow to help me like maneuver out of the bed. I really feel big. A lot of people are like, oh, you're small. Of course, but you guys got to know, like, I'm a petite person. Before I was pregnant, I weighed like 105. Now I'm up 18 pounds, so I weigh 122. But I'm a very small person, so it just feels like a lot to me, like this midsection with all that's going on, it just feels like a lot. And so yeah, it can be very like tiring. So second trimester, I definitely saw like an increase in my appetite. I was so hungry. I would eat like a whole dinner and want a snack. I was just extremely hungry, and I started to get a little wary because I'm like, okay, I'm about to blow up like a house if I don't get this under control. But you know, everyone's like, you're pregnant, you're gonna be hungry, you're literally growing a little human inside of you, so just eat what you want and do what you want because you're pregnant, and that's your excuse, and that's one of the perks of being pregnant. So I haven't just went too crazy with the eating. And also third trimester, I've noticed she has gotten so much stronger. So I've started to feel her kicking around like 16 weeks, but it was like very slight. I didn't really know if it was either like her or just gas or just water in my stomach. I couldn't really know, but now it's obvious. It's literally obvious when she kicks and moves. The other day she was like kicking or putting her foot or hand up in my stomach, and I'm gonna insert a clip, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like it's just so shocking. And so now she'll like kick her little foot out on the sides, and then when she moves her whole body, it doesn't hurt, but it's kind of uncomfortable. And I'm just like I almost forget that I have a baby in my stomach, and it's just like so surreal just to feel her kick. And y'all know I'm like legit obsessed with all of the movements. When I first felt her movement, it was just like, oh my gosh. And now, like in this third trimester, I've just had, I think the pregnancy hormones are really kicking in, because I'll just be like feeling her kick and think about like when she's born, and I just start tearing up. It's just so, just like, too much. And if I watch any type of birth video, whenever I hear the baby cry, I like start crying. I'm just like, get it together. Get it together. So that's pretty much all for my symptoms for the third trimester. First trimester, I also did just have like a lot of random gas, and I'm not really a gassy person. Sometimes very painful. I couldn't really eat red meat. Red meat really doesn't sit with me right now. I love steak, but I just kind of stay away from red meat. Even beef, like I ate an In-N-Out burger the other day and my stomach was just hurt. So like that's one of the things that I just haven't really been able to eat is red meat. So like stick to chicken and turkey and seafood. So far so good. She's had pretty much all of her tests and she is super healthy. She is almost about 3 pounds. I haven't been to the doctor since last week, and last week we just did like the last lab work. Really good. She's growing and measuring perfectly. My doctor's like, you're super small, but you literally measure perfectly. And she's very strong. Like her movements, they don't feel like just a little baby. It feels like a baby that's like ready to come out is in there. So it's very exciting. I'm so grateful and blessed that she's healthy and she's doing great and she's thriving and she's growing. And I can't wait to see her. I'm ready for another sonogram. Super excited about that. So that's a little update on her and how she's doing. So I'm going to go ahead and answer some of the pregnancy questions that I've been getting before I end this video. I hope I covered everything today. I'm going to be doing more pregnancy videos, I promise. Before I give birth, guys, I'm going to do some more pregnancy videos. Someone asked me, did I have any morning sickness in my first trimester and did it stop by your second trimester? Currently struggling. I didn't have any morning sickness, so I don't really know any tips on morning sickness. I know a lot of people say like pickle juice and just try to eat like crackers and some things. Well, I know that helps with nausea. So morning sickness, I would just really honestly Google some foods that kind of combat it or help with it. I know if you have too much morning sickness, I think there's some type of medicine they can give you. So definitely check up with your doctor on that. But I didn't have any morning sickness. What's your first sign of your pregnancy? Like I said in the beginning, it was extreme cramping and fatigue, like serious tiredness that I've never experienced before in my life. Someone asked me how calm is pregnancy. I know everyone's pregnancy is different, but y'all, my pregnancy, thank the Lord, has been really chill despite tiredness and feeling kind of just a big, but I haven't had any swelling or anything like that. Oh, I forgot to include this. One of my pregnancy symptoms has been leaky boobs, and it started in the second trimester. And I was just so grossed out at first. Now I'm hoping it means that my milk comes in and we're all good to go for breastfeeding. And that's another question I've been getting a lot, like, are you planning to breastfeed? I do plan to breastfeed, but I want to mostly pump. I don't want her strictly on the boob, just because I don't want her to get like too attached to the boob, because I am busy. I do plan to still travel and, you know, bring her with me as well, but I would like for her to be able to take the bottle as well as the boob if needed. Do you have any cravings? If so, what? So honestly, I don't really have any cravings. I just want to eat everything, and everything sounds good. Italian food, seafood boils, steak. I just want to eat, you know, peach cobbler, banana pudding. But these are all things that I eat regularly. It's just like, I just want to eat, period. So no, not really any cravings. I'm just a hungry person. What was your husband's reaction? When my husband found out we were pregnant, smiling, he literally couldn't stop smiling for at least like 3 minutes after I told him. I'm just like, you tried me or no. But yeah, he was super excited. He's still like super excited. Do you have a name already? We do have a name, and I won't be revealing until she's born. I might give you guys little hints in my next video, but it's very different and I love it. Super pretty. My mom actually came up with the name, and I was just like, I love it, yes. So me and my husband both are in love with the name, and it's super different, so I'm super excited about that. When did your little one start kicking and you started seeing her movement? So I started seeing her movement around like 16 weeks, but it was very low. So she was very low in my stomach, and so it was like very, very low, kind of close to my panty line, and it would just be like very small. Now it's all over my stomach, on the sides, high, low, everywhere. Like I feel like she's literally just all over my stomach now. Are you nervous for delivery, motherhood in general? Of course, birth, or wait, it said birth or delivery. So of course, like birth and delivering a baby is much. So it's like, you know, you can think about it a bit too much and start to get nervous. But honestly, I've been keeping a positive mindset throughout my pregnancy. And so now I'm very excited about it. And I've had friends that have just recently given birth, and all of their experiences were positive. So I've just been really soaking in positive birth experiences and listening to positive birth stories. And I honestly just believe like God created our bodies to give birth, and God will be with me throughout this entire process, just like he's been through my pregnancy, and we're gonna be good. I feel like it's gonna go great. And sometimes of course I think about like, oh my gosh, all these things that could go wrong, and then I'm like, well, what if nothing goes wrong? So I just keep a positive mindset, and I'm more excited than anything. Yes, nervous thoughts do slightly sneak up on me. And motherhood in general, I've always wanted to be a mom. Like I've always wanted to be a mom. I've always wanted to have 2 kids. I've always loved kids, loved babies. So I'm excited about motherhood. I kind of get a little bit nervous about like the teenage stages, because I just really want to raise my kids. Well, my daughter now, but eventually maybe it'll be plural, and I just want to raise them right and give them everything they need to go out and be lights in this world and succeed. So I get a little nervous when I think about that because it's a lot of pressure. Do you have any stretch marks? I currently don't have any stretch marks. I do have like the dark line under my belly button and on top of my belly button. I'm not sure if I'll get any stretch marks, but I'm not really too worried about it. Like, I know it's like a big thing, like, oh my gosh, stretch marks. Like, some of my friends are like, bro, what if you get stretch marks? And I'm just like, you know, it's life. I already have them like on my hips and butt, not from pregnancy, and it just kind of like, it's just a stretch mark, you know? Like, I'm doing what I can to like prevent them with oils and moisturizer, but mainly I like to keep my stomach moisturized because it doesn't itch when it's moisturized. But yeah, I'm not really stressed or pressed about stretch marks, honestly. Do you plan to get a nanny? So at first I thought about having someone come into my house twice a week just so I can continue to get work done. Our plans are for baby not to go to daycare. So if I can get someone to come in here and help me, but my parents, my grandparents, siblings only live about 40 minutes away. I actually do have family here in the city that literally probably live like 15 minutes from me. So I have a lot of help, and I'm just more trusting for her to be with family members besides like a nanny or anything, even though I would be at home. So I don't plan on getting a nanny or anything like that. It's just gonna be family members so we can keep the peace and I don't have to fight anyone. Do I think baby girl is gonna be a mommy's girl or daddy's girl? I think she'll probably go to him when she wants a yes. I think I'm gonna be a more strict parent, but I wanna say she's gonna love us equally and favor us equally. Someone said, is pregnancy painful? In the first trimester, I had some cramping. Every pregnancy is different, okay? Just speaking for me, my first trimester, I had some cramping. Your boobs can be really, really sore and sensitive. Your stomach can sometimes feel like really stretched. I would say it can be more uncomfortable than painful. My pain tolerance is very low, and I haven't had anything happen during this pregnancy where I'm just like, oh my gosh, okay, so far. I'm not gonna say anything about birth, but so far. So no, pregnancy isn't painful for me. And that's all for my pregnancy update. If I missed anything, please let me know down below. Let me know any pregnancy videos or nursery videos you guys want while I still have the energy. And thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to check out the Fabletics March collection. You can click the link down below to shop this cute set that I have on now. So love and blessings, and I'll see you guys in my next video. If you have any questions about my pregnancy or anything that I covered today, leave them down in the comment below, as well as any questions about Fabletics.